guys, and welcome back to another episode of Draw with Tea. I hope you're all having a very, very wonderful holiday season, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. I hope you're having a really, really good time. Now, today isn't a Christmas card, it is back to Hippogryph Armour. Now, this page, I don't really explore any grand and new innovations from the previous page. Honestly, I just drew this page because I'd been doing so much with the Christmas cards, and I was starting to just feel like all I was a Christmas card factory. And as fun as those are, I did want to get back to what I was really about, the other 11 months of the year. And basically, I just wanted to keep my skills sharp. I wanted to keep, the ideas I've been ruminating about on Gryphon Armour present in my mind. I didn't want anything kind of leaking out during Christmas because last year I was in the middle of working on kind of a big character project. I was kind of doing a challenge where I was doing 30 images of one character, and I kind of had to stop right when it was getting complex and, at its peak. And I wasn't able to return to it until sometime in January. So there were just all these months, all these days, these couple weeks where I just wasn't drawing the character. And the whole point of the challenge was to get better at drawing the character consistently, kind of lock her into my mind. And, in hindsight, it was like, I was happy to do card art and, this sort of Christmas stuff, but I really wish I'd been able to do my own thing. So that's what this is about. It's just the one page. I do kind of like the images I do come up with, like the one I just finished up on the left. I don't think I've drawn something that's kind of shaped like that with the open eye hole and the strange sort of cheek plates on the side that sort of jut out going forward. This one I'm drawing, though, is a little bit more conventional to the shapes I have been drawing, but it's at a different angle that I haven't really explored. I do ask that you forgive the quality of this art. I find it's pretty good. You might also find that it is very good when I tell you this. I drew this immediately after shooting the marker review, and I believe I cut this out of the marker review, or I probably will because it was part of one of many rambles I did, but basically, I drew this on no sleep, and I mean no sleep. I mean I was up for 24 hours, and I still got this done. I still drew it. I was not all there. I was actually surprised I didn't accidentally wander away from the page and end up lost in Narnia or something like that. Not that happens very often, unfortunately. But yeah, the point is, I was out of it. I was tired. I felt a little sick. I also felt kind of a little bit giddy. If you've ever just not slept, and I mean not slept, you might know how that feels. You just sort of have these bursts of energy, and then suddenly you crash. And I just didn't crash enough to nap or sleep. Even I remember trying to take a little nap, and I could not fall asleep. It was weird. There was literally just something that was blocking my body from that crossing that threshold from waking to sleep. I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't. But yeah, tangent aside, this is, yeah. You know what? Guys, serious question here. What have you thought of this series so far? Mostly, this has just been me recording what I would have drawn, whether there was or wasn't a camera there, and I'm going to keep doing that for the foreseeable future. If I do decide to change that, you're just going to get less content, and I mean a lot less, because this is still work I have to do, and I can't just make more hours in a day. Most of my hours are booked up, as I've kind of said before. But I'm just curious, I was almost thinking maybe I need to rebrand this. I'm going to take a break probably right about now when you're watching this, I'm taking a little Christmas break. I think it's well earned. The amount of videos I've been doing, the amount of stuff. And I'm just gonna have a think. I basically in 2 months have made 47 videos. So it's really good, really prolific, and I've learned a lot. And I'm thinking, well, maybe this needs to be advertised a little bit more as a vlog series, an artist blog series. I'm not sure, or I just don't know. Maybe I just need to change my content up a bit, or maybe it's all just fine. I don't know, but I'll probably do a few different things, just explore, just recording my art. I don't mind doing that, but then having to talk about it over and over again, especially the same stuff like this Gryphon armor. I mean, I've already done this twice. The first time I did it, I realized I sucked at it so badly, that I sucked at a lot of things so badly that I didn't want to suck at them, so I went and I did a whole series of studies, and honestly, that's basically been all the art that you guys have seen me do, outside of the anatomy studies and the Christmas cards. And I did and I came back and I did the armor a second time, and it looked great. Well, better than it did before. And now I'm just drawing more of it, and to be honest, being that I was sleep deprived, I didn't expect any grand new innovations out of me. I just, felt like it was basically the only day I could draw this, unfortunately. But, it's, I don't like to stop or put off drawing just because I'm not in a good physical state. That sounds kind of awful, but what I mean is I don't want to go down a slippery slope where because I didn't get enough sleep, I don't draw, because that happened to me once, and it resulted in a lot of time where I could have drawn, but I just didn't because I was making excuses. Obviously, not sleeping for 24 hours is a good enough reason to get some sleep, but I just want to keep in that habit that just because it sucks, the conditions suck, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Because to be honest, I was going to let myself have a nap, but then I thought, well, what else am I going to do for the rest of the day? I can't afford to fall asleep, for 8 hours at 2 p.m. I can't afford to wake up at 10 fully refreshed, so I need to do things to stay awake. And you know what? Just drawing art with no expectations, that's fine. I mean, I don't care if the internet sees this and decides it's crap. It's not the best page I've ever drawn, but it's also not really a crappy page either. I mean, who cares what some people on the internet scream at me, oh, your art's terrible. It's like, well, is yours better? Show me yours. I like seeing art. Usually by then people don't respond. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. The day I'm recording this, I'm also a little bit sleep deprived, but not in the 24-hour sense. And to be honest, I just don't really have much to say about the armor that I haven't already said in the previous episodes. It's armor on a Gryphon. I've probably put way too much thought into how it works and how it looks, and I'm continuing to do that. I'm still trying to figure out a few points, such as how to counterbalance the front and the back. The front has suddenly become very, very heavy. You have the sort of front cuirass plate, which protects the Gryphon. You have the helmet. Most of them have a very thick and robust under neck armor, and then there's the back of the neck armor. And then obviously you probably want some kind of underbelly armor if you're gonna fly, and that's a lot to have on your front. And the crupper in the back just really isn't enough to counterbalance that, either in sort of an actual sense of actual physics, or in a visual sense, as in artistically it looks unbalanced. It looks like there needs to be something either in the back to counterbalance it or less in the front, which I guess is what I was doing in the nearly full Gryphon sketch. I had riskily taken out the front of I believe it's the petrol. Sorry, I don't have my sheet with me right now. But the underneck armor, I took that out, and it did look better. But it does bug me that that's just so exposed, and I do feel like in a world where they ride Gryphons, that would be something that would be covered like 100%. But Well, I mean, obviously, I want to show this sort of unique armor that I've come up with, because I haven't seen a lot of worlds that put a lot of thought into this aspect. Obviously there have been a lot of things that show people riding griffins, and griffins in armor. That's not unique. But what I mean is, like, this story is so intimate, with, specifically this one griffin character, and we see her in armor. So we get kind of a close-up view of this. It's not just a bunch of, MMO mounts in game, or, some talk of some distant knights that rode on griffins. This is like there and like main to the story, and I'd like it to be unique, and I'd like it to kind of make sense. But it is also kind of a toony world where I could get away with something kind of like that nearly full shape figure. But like I said, or like I keep saying, 1 page is not enough to explore the concept. 3, 4 isn't enough. If I was serious about this, I don't know, if this was something to do with Disney, there would probably be something like 3 or 4 or 5 of me, and we would all basically have to fill up about 3 of these sketchbooks minimum, about probably, I don't know, I'm gonna assume like once a month. Something insane like that. That's the level of art you have to do if you want to be top tier like that. Maybe that's a little exaggerated as a personal project, but on a Disney level, I'm sure they do that and even more even. But yeah, we're basically near the end here, guys. So have a good day. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Hope you're having a good holiday season. I'm not entirely sure when this episode will come out. Merry Christmas if it happens to come out on Christmas. Or Happy Boxing Day if you're Canadian and it happens to come out then. If you want to get me a gift, give me a little subscription. Like, I mean, just subscribe to me. I don't mean like get me a magazine subscription, but you can do that if you want. Anyways, guys, have a good day, night, evening, or whenever you are seeing this. And if it's way past Christmas, then have a good July or whenever it is. And bye.